Hello, welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. My name is George Alger. Today's guest expert is Daisy Tatum, who is on the board of directors for the California Strawberry Festival. Welcome, Daisy.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So many people have heard of it, but why don't you give us a brief overview of the California Strawberry Festival?
Well, the California Strawberry Festival started in 1984. It's always the weekend after Mother's Day in May. It's a very enjoyable occasion for the entire family to attend. And I like it because the whole family is invited to attend. We have something for the young children, we have something for the tweens, something for adults, and for senior citizens. So I always say it's a fun family event.
Well, it's hard to imagine anyone in Ventura County not having heard of the festival, but just in case anyone hasn't been there, it's a pretty large affair. Do you happen to know what the attendance averages are over the years?
Well, over the 2 days that we have the event, we have between 55 and 60,000 people. But remember, split that up in 2 days. We also have a very, very large venue, which we've expanded again this year. And the city of Oxnard has been kind enough to allow us to use their soccer fields. So everything is spread out, so there's plenty of room for people to roam and to go to the different areas without running into each other.
Wow, okay. Well, of course, you're going to have strawberries there, which is what the festival is established on. But tell us about some of the different events that the different age groups can enjoy.
Well, one of the things that we've added this year, along with the sponsorship of Rock City, we have a third festival stage where children can really go and learn about instruments. So they're given instruments and they're taught how to play instruments. And at the end of the session, they can play with a little group of students, so they have kind of like their own little band. And Rock City, through the festival, will also be providing entertainment as well. Also for the young kids, we have a Muppet stage, we have a magic show, and we have a tart toss, and we have a Strawberry Festival pie eating contest. So that's something that they can enjoy. For the adults, we have about 200 arts and crafts for them to enjoy and to go around and look through. We have about 50 food vendors. We have strawberry margaritas, we have strawberry beer, we have strawberry daiquiris, and we have smoothies. So there's not only something for everybody to participate in, but they're all different kinds of foods that are strawberry themed.
Lots of strawberry themed food and other foods too.
That's correct.
Good. And do you happen to know a little bit about the founding of the festival?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact, Sujo Kato, who was then mayor of the city of Oxnard, asked me to be in charge of the volunteers because he had found out that I'd worked with the Olympics. And so he asked me to be in charge of the volunteers. Dr. Sujo got with the rest of the city council members, he got with the agricultural community, and he wanted to draw attention to the city of Oxnard and the strawberries that we grow. So it was at that time Mayor Sujo Kato who founded the California Strawberry Festival.
Wow, okay. Now, are you saying you have been with the festival since the beginning?
Yes, I have.
Wow. Yes. Okay, so with that perspective, I have to ask you, tell me about some of the changes you've observed over the years.
Well, when we first began, we started out at Channel Islands Harbor. So we were there for about 8 years. And from there, we outgrew the harbor, and we wanted it at the harbor because of the boat. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue. But we have grown so much, so then we went to the Strawberry Meadows at College Park, where we had a lot more acreage. So while we have been there, though, we have grown, we have expanded, but now we have a place where we can really have it, I believe, forever, because along with the help of the city of Oxnard, they've allowed us to continue to expand the areas that we have.
Great. Now, the theme of the strawberries, of course, makes sense with Ventura County and Oxnard in particular. But are there other strawberry festivals around the state?
Oh, there's one up in Watsonville. I do know about that one. I think there's another one further south, but I'm not sure. But I know Watsonville has a big strawberry festival. Matter of fact, they have them all over the United States where they can grow strawberries. And we have a sister city in Japan where they grow strawberries. And they have been invited to be and participate in our strawberry festival. And we have gone there to participate in their strawberry festival.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Do you happen to have any statistics on the I don't know, the prevalence of strawberries in the Ventura County agricultural community?
Well, I do know at the festival, the people consume about 1.5 million strawberries. And I believe in the year 2016, the Ventura County generated over $364 million worth of strawberries and producing strawberries at that time.
Amazing. So is it one of the main crops in the county?
Yes, yes, it is. Our strawberries go all over the world.
Okay, and in the state of California, is Ventura County one of the largest strawberry producers?
I think a little further north, it's larger, like up around Salinas and up in that area, between them and Santa Maria. I'm not sure, but we're close to number one.
Okay, and do you know if the California Strawberry Festival that's in Oxnard, is that the first of the California Strawberry Festivals, or was there an earlier one?
That I have no knowledge of. I just know that we are the largest. We are internationally and nationally recognized as being one of the largest ones.
Good. Now, I believe the festival also supports some nonprofits. You want to speak to that?
I certainly do. I think everybody thinks, there's money, money, money. Well, the money does not belong to the festival. The money really belongs to all the nonprofits. So if you're a nonprofit and you happen to have a food vendor there, whatever profits you make go directly to you. So we don't keep any of that. We only charge the nonprofits for the tent setup, the electricity, and the sink and things like that. We also give scholarships to all the high schools in the Oxnard Union High School District. So whatever profits we give, we make sure that we give back. And over the years and the time that we've had the festival, we have returned $4.5 million back into the community.
Nice. Now, you seem to be the perfect person to ask this, but since you're in charge of volunteers, but can you speak about the opportunities for people to volunteer?
Oh, I certainly can. We want volunteers. The different jobs we have are working the information booths, and usually we have a number of people who are mature that like the information booth because everybody comes to you for the information, and then you give them the information. You can go out. We have volunteers that work at the Strawberry Shortcake Tent, which is a really, really neat place to work because you smell like a shortcake when you leave. We have volunteers that also work in the area of driving the golf carts, which is driving the entertainers to and from with their equipment to the different stages that we have. So we have a number of different areas where we have the volunteers and utilize all of them. And I do want to say, if we did not have the high school students, we would not have enough volunteers. And I'd like to commend all of the high schools in the Oxnard Union High School District for submitting and having all the student volunteers that we have.
Nice.
We have over about 200 volunteers every year.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, for someone who's thinking about it or maybe hearing about the concept of being a volunteer for the first time, what would be the path for them to follow?
All they have to do is go to the website, which is castrawberryfest.org, pull up on the menu, and where it says participate, there's an application. There's an application for the adults. There's an application there for each student at each one of the high schools. And they just have to fill that out and turn that in.
Good. And then are there age limitations?
You have to be 14 if you're a high school student. So anybody below the age of 14, we don't really allow them to volunteer. But any adult and anybody after 14 years of age.
Good. And any hints on parking?
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you asked me that question. Do not drive unless you want to be in a long line. If you do decide to drive, parking is $10. But if you take the shuttle, and we have 5 areas for people to take the shuttle, you just park the car, get on the shuttle, you come directly to the front of the festival, and you're dropped off. Our shuttles run every 15 to 20 minutes, and they're free. So the best thing to do is to go online to see where the shuttle stops are and just ride the shuttle to the festival. If you have purchased merchandise, they're happy to take you on the bus with your merchandise to your car.
Great. So this is a large event for someone who hasn't been there. They might not realize the scope of this activity. But would it be fair to say it's actually one of the largest events in the county?
Yes. other than the fair, and you have to remember that the fair runs several days, and the Strawberry Festival only runs 2 days.
Yeah.
But yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're just about out of time. Is there, actually, let's have you mention the website again, but in addition to that, is there any other, I don't know, closing thoughts or any summating message you'd like to convey to the viewers?
Well, we have 3 stages. I already talked about the stage for the kids, but we have a festival stage and we have a Kato stage. So the musical entertainment is going to be really, really good. And the big bands that we have are tribute bands, maybe like to U2 or different other ones. So we've also tried to make sure that we have music that draws all kinds of people and everybody. So they can go online at ca.strawberryfest.org in order to see what our lineup is as far as the music at the 2 different stages.
Great. Thank you very much, Daisy. This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.